Welcome, Taurus, to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a minute. But first, go ahead and hit subscribe to your YouTube channel for Hanged Man. Also, if you want to click the bell so you don't miss out on any of the notifications. Also, we are going to get into a current energy first. I just kind of want to get that first vibe off, Taurus. And we're going to get all the way through into the ending of October as far as predictions. I just want to make very clear, I am not a professional. I am not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I am none of these things. I read your tarot cards and I'm your friend. And if you bring coffee, great. But other than that, what I am here. So I'm not confirming that, certain things are true as far as any professional advice. I don't give it professional advice because I'm not a professional. So there you go. All right, here we go. I'm starting to learn a lot about YouTube. So, disclaimer. Oh, goodness. Okay, so let's find out the current energy. Look at there, Taurus. You're exhausted. That does not surprise me. There's definitely currently something very, very heavy that you're just kind of over. You just kind of keep looking at it, though. So that's why that's odd. So I think, though, there's an unfocus here. And it's like there's a bunch of energy that you cannot wrangle in. So there's a little bit of a scattering. Now, this could have something to do with just like a mental fog. Maybe there's some sort of intensity that's going on around you. Maybe you're kind of burnt out. You're a little bit exhausted and just kind of feeling like, well, reconnect, you silly. There, I think it reconnected, yeah? Yeah, so anyway, basically anything that is involved around that currently is you kind of at your wit's end, okay? You're definitely close to just, calling it done, complete. You do need to tend to any sort of love energy or relationships that you have around you and making sure that, love is not easy. So don't let that part exhaust you, but make sure that you're checking in with the loved ones. Make sure that you check in with the meaning to each of those things. And just, I wouldn't stop looking over at whatever you're trying to figure out. You're trying to figure something out, though. Even though I don't know. It's like when you say, Chrissy, wake up. Crazy. Chrissy, wake up. Ugh, my kids. It's second week of school and my kids are already bugging. Come get me. How about no? How about no? He wanted me to come get him. My middle son wanted me to come get him because he got a box of gum thrown at his face. What I wouldn't give to have a box of gum thrown at my face to be my problem. If that was the only problem I had in the world, I would be very, very happy with that. I would do it I would throw that box of gum at my head 12, 20 times. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ooh. All right, so getting into your upcoming month here, we definitely have Ace of Air, and then we also got our Hermit card, and those are both in a reverse position. So just any kind of challenge that you may be dealing with could have something to do with lack of communication or any sort of inspiration to get there or to find your way into that kind of place. I do feel like this is definitely having something to do with withdrawing from something. So you have completely pulled back. You have withdrawn. You have stopped discovering even. You see the light still. There's still the light and there's still the accomplishment that you're kind of wanting, the fulfillment and the closure and the completion of things. I just think it's a matter of time. But there are some anxieties here. There's some anxieties and withdrawnness. And as far as any kind of like clarity, it's like you have some focus, but there's not enough information of knowing. So it's like, where do we go from there? So anything that you can really focus on to get past this or to get through this. And again, that could have anything to do with just communication or just kind of in the realm of relating to it, but any kind of change maybe that just, you were not very inspired by it. And you were like, I do not have time for this. Focus on the beginning. I don't know if that helps or not, but focus on the beginning. Focus on how welcoming you were of the potential of something new. Focus on that, especially if you're like diehard in a habit, diehard in some sort of adventure you've started or some sort of business that you're endeavoring. Make sure that you start in the dreamer part. Go back to that energy. What did it feel like to be the dreamer? What did it feel like to believe in it or to think that things that were golden and good existed? Go back to that moment. Okay. Especially if because you really are in a believing place. You're really in a place of wishful thinking and happiness and positivity, but sometimes we protect ourselves, we withdraw when we feel unsafe, and sometimes we don't know the difference, if it is or not at certain points. So that will take you out of isolation. It's just focusing on the beginning. Rewind. How did it feel? Just go back to that feeling, okay? Moving more forward into past issues that have something to do with this current or upcoming in October situation is going to be somebody who is young. And this could even be somebody who's very youthful, okay? Could have something to do with a message that somebody sent you. Maybe some messages. Anything influencing around it. It's all to do because you have this force. There's like a willpower, like a go-getter, or I'm going to win, or a victory. The conquest is mine. I will F you up at this game. I win. It has to do with that. It has to do with the victory or the recognition that you're receiving for doing something that's putting you in a place where you're getting some sort of message or communication, and it's very motivated. It's motivated by something. It's pushed by something. It's very creative. I don't know what this is. It's very strange. It also has a very bullyish energy. But this person, it's like you would look at them and be like, this is too young. This person's too young. So now upcoming October, you're going to learn who this person is. They could have very dark skin, or they could actually be black. And they have like that light that that they could lead an army with. But it seemingly here it's bringing issue for you, though. It's putting you in a place where you're like, you don't want to communicate, kind of cutting off the inspiration to even adjust or to even push yourself any further, and it doesn't make you curious anymore, and you've withdrawn. And again, the focus is to get back into that dreamer place, get back into the beginning. How do you go back there? How do you get out of this place? So whatever is going on with this person or individual or situation, even, it was almost like you just didn't notice. You were very unaware of it. Weird. Has a lot to do with cars and horses. I don't know if that aligns, but it definitely has cars and horses, unicorns, maybe. Yeah, it's just like, because you were taking flight, honey. You were taking flight, boo-boo. And they did not like it. They say, come down or I come get you. All right. It's going to be a long day. Let's get into the strengths that you are on and anything that is kind of pushing you into the future, okay? All right. So your strengths here are that you are patient. You've been patient. You've been reflecting. You've been assessing. You've been going over a bunch of information. You are knowing of something also, something that is affecting you from the external. So something physically, tangibly is fucking with you. Okay. I do feel like it is messy. There's a messy situation going on, but the strength here is that you keep assessing it, you keep reflecting on it, and you have a knowing about it. So there is that too with that patience, which is really, really nice. It's kind of like the focus or the goal is being looked at quite often too. So I definitely feel like you're over it though. The stability, the safety in it is not great. Anything that is coming up in the near future is definitely somebody flirty. You got somebody very flirty coming in. Ooh la la, tell me more. You got some girl or boy, you got some passion headed your way, honey boo child. You do what you do. You got somebody heading in. They're coming in for a completion. They're coming in, maybe not as traditional as you think or as valuesome as you think, but by October, into October, you have a very inspirational individual that's coming in. And they're coming in with cherry blossoms. They're coming in with fire. They got a lot of light, a lot of adventure in them. This is going to be nice. That'll be really, really nice. It's going to be very seeking. So they're seeking you out. So they might have already started seeking you. So you're probably privy to this person is what I'm feeling. Yeah, you have some sort of distant memories with this person. So this could be like a recycled situation, however that unfolds. But this is coming into some sort of a completion, some sort of a, I was too busy working or I was too busy on these other goals to finish the completion of this relationship. And it could be a refocus if you're already in a relationship. So we'll find out more in the love predictions. But this is definitely something of that nature. Anything that is suggested that is going to be approaching and kind of what to know about it. Okay. There is going to be some sense of bringing things back together. So creating and growing and changing, once again, just kind of indicating that from this relationship. This could even be dealing with love. It's definitely some love stuff too. Yeah, definitely some love stuff. You have a lot of fears that are kind of surrounded by your self-doubt. There's some confusion within the energy also when you hit October. I feel like, though, anything to know about this situation is that you have free will. It doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing, you have that free will. That's your purpose. And it doesn't matter. Nobody can touch you. Okay? That's the experience that you'd be folding into. This person coming in is a freak. In the good way. In the good ways. Okay, let's keep it moving. All right. Any hopes here that you have in October? Any hopes that you might be aligning with or dealing with? You have some sort of support, some sort of reliability that you have been fearing, maybe self-employment, maybe feeling alone in that. As far as business finances, things are looking up. Just make sure that you continue to stay organized, continue to be responsible, and support your own damn self if you have no support, okay? Make sure that that is happening. We got a likely outcome here. A lot of your wishes and a lot of things that you've been thinking about over and over and over. All of these are coming into a physical existence. That is happening. So in October, maybe one wish, two wishes, maybe it's been, manifestation for years, whatever it is, this is happening. Okay. This is going to blow you out of the water. You be floating. You be happy with it. How sad. And it definitely has a lot to do with any kind of like disappointment in the past, regret, anything that you've had to forget or forgive, or anytime somebody's been like, what are you crying for? What are you upset about? Why are you being so dramatic? Why are you being an actress? Every time, anytime there was conflict, anytime there was a change, anytime you spoke a tiny, tiny word, all of that disappointment, all of that regret, all that sadness, that pain from that is coming back around. Okay. So stay tuned because things are going to start aligning. Okay. And just know that whatever you're dealing with here is a lot to do with like the childhood stuff. So you could even be dealing with like kind of a root problem childhood. I do think that this is some sort of harmony is coming into balance, and you're going to know a lot of shit in October that you're going to be very happy that you know. It's going to make you really light, and it's going to make everybody else very, very, very heavy. Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving, people. Let's do a love reading. All right, love predictions for Taurus. Please go hit subscribe while you're waiting for me to shuffle. Sorry, I have to check my phone, my kids. All right, here we go. All right, love for Taurus. What kind of situations we got going on? Any kind of blockages? Anything influencing the situation? Anything at the root of this love relationship affair? An affair to remember. Anything that influences this love situation. Now, this could be, you single. This could also be you hanging out at home with your person. Again, just change up the words so you can make it align with you. If it don't align, it don't align. If it just like sits with you and you're like, well, damn, that's me. Then there you go. Ta-da! Okay. All right. So the main topic or situation in this combination relationship, whatever that is definitely having to do with an air sign. Could be a Libra in specific. It could also be dealing with a fire sign, Leo in specific. There's a lot of dishonesty within the situation. There's lack of accountability. There's a blame game. There's unfairness. There is so many things that are not being served here. And it's all having to do with the fact that nobody or somebody in the situation is not accepting the fucking issues. It's not the truth. There's no truth being accepted. Nobody's taking responsibility. Does that make sense? Okay. So, and I feel like this is kind of nearing the ends of it. I think that you've been dealing with this almost like as it's, kind of a game kind of unfolding. And every day it's just a little bit more and a little bit more. Now, this could have something to do with somebody you work with. Could have something to do with you work with. Or it could have something to do with you're actually even spiritually tied with or like spiritually aligned with, maybe somebody who inspired you at one time. There is some sort of rival. So the block here or the funny is that this is a clash or a challenge because somebody's competing with you and you're probably very unaware of it. And then when you become aware of it, odds are it's going to make trouble, lady and gentlemen. Okay, so this could be an insecure relationship. It could be an insecurity between two people, just in general. There is an odds here, and this is definitely having to do with being with somebody at odds and maybe not being aware fully of it. I don't think that you're actually fairly aware. I think you're like, what? Well, what's happening? This could have been going on in the springtime. Spring competition, anyone? A little spring game of lies and dishonesty. Okay, so anything influencing the situation is past issues, okay? Your confidence continues to grow higher and higher and higher, and this person cannot hang on. That's the issue, okay? The communication is not here in the most traditional sense. If it's here, it's, in a distant, it would be more or less like through the mental or the psychological. It could be through online. It could even be through emails, somebody watching you, as far as like, even on your YouTube channel, maybe you're doing a tarot channel and somebody's watching you. Hi. Or it could even have something to do with them watching TikTok, or maybe they're just, watching you on their TV or their phone, like however that aligns. I just want you to know that the experience here is definitely having all to do with the past. So again, it could be an air sign, could be a fire sign. Any root of the situation would be somebody not taking a step back when they needed to, okay? Pondering kind of where this situation will unfold. That's the root of the situation, quite honestly. So just kind of knowing that there is distraction here and this person just did not care. They didn't care what this would bring. They didn't care, that this would put you into a place of insecurity or lack of stability. And that's fine. And that's fine. The issues will move on, but it is what it is. And like, there's not a lot you can do about those types of things. Anything that influenced the situation from the past. Boundaries. There was no boundaries. There was no structure. You may not have been manifesting. This person might not have been manifesting, however that aligns. I do think whoever this is, it is not something of love. I'm not picking up any of those love cards. I'm not picking up on love. Could be a family relationship. Even it could be just like a really, really close friend that feels like family. But the theory and fantasy here is being completely it's very confusing. So the clarity is not here. And that's the same thing in October. There will be no clarity of the situation. The confusion still will be there. There will be kind of like a mentality of a victim. So that's kind of the head that is put on the shoulders of this person. I definitely think anything kind of nearing the future, as far as the ending of October, is just going to be you just really in a place of being, I don't know, bummed out, kind of like uncomfortable with how things look from a different angle. So you're going to get like a different shot of the situation, but then you're going to be like, damn, like yuck. Yeah. So changes is definitely going to put you in a place where the truth is needed and it's going to be revealed to you. So this could be information as far as like love, emotion, and this could even come in as intuition. And just don't seek out answers from others. Just seek those answers and sit with them within you. Fuck everybody else. That's all I got to say. Don't ask if you're, right or wrong. Just know you're right. Okay. That's all you need to do. And honesty is happening in October. So the honesty, the truth, the facts will be here. There is a justice card. Legality could be an issue also. So there could be some sort of court system legalities. There could even be like, no trespassing, maybe like a protection order put in place. There could even be, maybe just going to court even, whatever that means. All right, let's keep moving it forward. So anything that is going to be as like a viewpoint from you. So how are you going to perceive the situation, especially when you hit October? Like, how are you going to look at the whole situation as far as you go? You are going to be in a place where you get to like worry less. It's going to be a stressful time. Yes, but you're going to worry less. Okay. So don't ignore how you feel. Once again, it's just a confirmation to worry less and don't confuse how you feel, because you don't want to ask other people how you feel. Just do it yourself. Okay. Just know that you're fine and I'm here. Okay. And it will be a stressful time, and that's how you're going to view it. I mean, this could be damaging. It could definitely damage you, but again, it's just kind of how you view it. Yeah, it's definitely, everything kind of like damages us. It's just like, when does that shit go away though? My daughter asked me that the other day. When do you know you're healed? Well, I said, I don't know. I think that there's never like a healed 100%. I don't. I think that there's a process, and I think that it takes us all the way until maybe we become a soul again. But I think that the idea that you're really fucking trying matters. So, yep. All right. So anything that is influencing the situation and making it worse or better in the month of October is definitely going to be patience. Don't be naive. That probably pushed more into the situation. You are manifest bound, so I would be careful about your thoughts. Once again, just confirming that last comment about, check in with your thoughts. Make sure that you're not like overly worried. Make sure that you're positive right now, because everything needs to be a yes, 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 yes. Unless it's like a raging party, and then say no. Or if it's the bad kind of peanut butter, say no, gross. Only Jiffy. Maybe Burger King or Taco Bell. I would go with Taco John's. Okay. Likely outcome actions of upcoming in October is just really gunning to be focused. Stop depending on other people for your ego boost. Okay. Stop asking people if you're okay. I know that it is helpful and it is nice to have that healthy external support, but have less of it. You have created this. You are changing this. This is all up to you. Okay. This is definitely having to do with your outer situation also. So likely outcome, again, outer situation. This is your business. This is your employment, your finances. Could even have something to do with materials. Don't force any commitment that comes in. If it comes in and it floats around and it's creepy, it will go away. If it comes in and it's very committed and it's very stable, it will stay, right? Slow down for love, honey. Because you don't really have a ton of time to be doing the loving stuff. So you probably would not be pulling in the right desired. Okay, I got to get out of here. Please go ahead and check out Hangman Tarot on YouTube. Share and like on your social media. Check out mine down below. Leave me a comment or a question if you would like. I will be back with Gemini's upcoming month of October. So please enjoy the rest of your guys' beautiful Friday. See you.